Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am back after a very long break. I have actually moved like 2 different states since my last video was filmed, which is in Idaho, I believe. I now am in California, and so since my last video, I've lived in Georgia, now California, all for the sake of education. And I have been so busy, and finally I have the time and space to come back to YouTube and create a video for you guys. So, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about everything Charlotte Tilbury. So I've always liked her products, but they were expensive. They are expensive. And so I've slowly been accumulating different products to try. And I'm going to talk about all the ones that I have, what I like, what I don't like, things I've tried and taken back. So there's some of those too. I'm going to do my face largely all Charlotte Tilbury, with some exceptions, so I'll talk about those as they come up. But I'm excited to share this with you. I'm really looking forward to giving you this tutorial/review. So I'm going to start with skincare as always, and I'm going to even use Charlotte Tilbury skincare. So I have it's a little guy of her magic cream, which is, again, very expensive to get the full thing. I think it's like around like $100 US, and if you're in Canada, like 120 maybe. Very expensive, but honestly, like so good. It creates such a nice canvas for your skin. Yeah, it's glorious. Just very pricey. So I'm gonna start with that. I have tried her magic cream in the past. Oh, sorry, her magic eye cream in the past. I have a really sensitive eye area, and so that did not work for me. So if you have super sensitive eyes, I've put too much and I've wasted so much. Oh, all right, my neck's gonna get so moisturized right now. But yes, the magic eye cream burned for me. It worked for like the first couple of days and then started burning. So I took it back because I have super sensitive, delicate skin there, which we all do, but I think mine is especially sensitive. And so, yeah, it didn't work. So this just goes all over. It like creates this beautifully hydrated, lovely, plump canvas to work on. Oh yeah, get in there. And she has like a technique to like massage this into your face, like all upward strokes and like pinching and like all these things. But I just slather it on and in my own unique way. So there we go. We have that. Next, I'm going to talk to you about foundation. So I have her Light Wonder, which is a youth boosting perfect skin foundation in color 9, which is dark. You gotta shake it before you use it, and it's very liquidy, runny. This actually is a touch dark for me right now, so I'm actually gonna mix it with her like more luminous sort of foundation, which is called the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This can be used, this is like just a straight foundation. This can be used either to like highlight, because it's very, very dewy. It's supposed to give you that like filtered effect. Like, you know, on Snapchat, you like go through the filters and there's one like glorious glowing one where you're like, your skin looks wonderful and it's like blurred out in the right places. This is supposed to sort of like mimic that, but in real life. I find that when I use it all over just by itself, it can be pretty oily, and so I tend to mix it with other things or highlight with it rather than putting it everywhere. So I'm going to do a combo of this 9 dark, which looks like that on my skin, touch orangey, and I'm going to put a little dollop of this there too. So it's a little lighter. That's them side by side. We have, this is the Hollywood Flawless, and that was the Light Effects, Light Wonder, rather. So I'm going to mix these two together and start going in. I think she has this idea of like working from the inside out, so blending from here first, and then kind of getting it the rest in. Just talking to myself kind of right now. This is an Artiste. I think it's an oval 7 or oval 8. But I love these brushes. They're so nice and soft and really blend things in nicely. Okay. So it's like her whole thing is like, it's like you but a little bit better. So it's not meant to be like drastic. It's not meant to be like full coverage at all. It's supposed to be like your natural, radiant self can shine through this makeup, which I think she does a really good job of. I agree. So you can see there's like some dewiness, some sheen, but it's not oily looking. If I use this alone, it can be pretty oily looking. So be mindful of that. So people really like that look, and that's cool. But for me, I think it ends up being a little too much. So now I'm going to be using Magic Away Liquid Concealer, and I love this. This is something I use. Sometimes I don't even use foundation if I can get away with it, but I always use this. It's so good. So I'm going to go in here. Again, that's color 8. All right, so just do like Kim Kardashian styles, the triangles. I also go like a little bit in here. And the chin. So I have some acne scars there. So I'm just gonna use my fingers this time. I feel like it does such a good job in covering up the dark circles and really brightening too. So this one's really, really, I recommend, highly recommended. Blend that out a little bit. Okay, so we have like a really nice kind of canvas. My eyes, as I mentioned, my skin around my eyes can get pretty irritated. Right now it's irritated, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my finger here and just try and even out some of this redness as well. Not all of it, but just, you know, take it down to match the rest of my skin. Did that work? Who knows? Good enough for me. All right. Next thing we're gonna go in with is contour. Again, I like love her contour. So this is a cream contour. It's called the Hollywood Contour Wand. This is in a darker color. I don't know if they have, her products are not very well like labeled in terms of color. This is medium dark. There's only 2, so it's gonna be hard to go wrong. And the way it works is you like turn it to unlock it, and then you push some product up. And then I lock it again because I don't want to get extra out and I don't want to waste product because they are expensive. I did not do research about the cost of these things before, but I trust that you guys are, you know, going to figure it out pretty easily. Okay, so I've done that there. I kind of do some dots around my hairline too, just to kind of make sure that bronzing is everywhere. I've never actually like used this contour with a like a proper mirror before, so this is gonna be fun. And I kind of just go on the sides there, whoops, to get some like really extra straight lines going. Okay, so I'm gonna take this brush, which is a Sephora brush. It's called a small contour. I'm just gonna work this in here. It gives like it's like a hybrid between like a bronzer and a contour, which I really like. It warms up the skin, but it also really gives you like a nice shape, as you can see there. I know this is probably not your actual way you're supposed to contour, but you know what? We're making it up as we go along. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the same with all of this. Adds warmth, helps your forehead look a little more. It just all looks more, it all makes more sense. There's a lot more depth now. But yes, I really love this product too. I also wear it, even if I'm not wearing foundation, I might still throw a little bit of a contour in. I'm gonna kind of lightly go along the nose here. Blend that out. Using the edge of the brush. This is probably not an ideal brush for this. You probably could do much, much better. All right, I'm gonna go on my fingers too. Okay, cool. So we have that depth, which is really giving you the dimension. Okay, next, I'm actually gonna start transitioning away from creams and start working with powders. So I do not have one of her like magic loose powders or her pressed setting powders. They're really expensive, and I've heard that there's not a ton of product in the pan, which I mean, it's really tough. Like I've heard people using it 3 times and then they hit the pan, and like that's just not okay for how much it costs. And so I still am in the market. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to leave them. Still in the market for a good setting powder. Right now I'm using my very old dim light from Hourglass. I'm just gonna kind of set everything so that when I put powder on, it's kind of powder on powder rather than on cream and looking splotchy. Okay, so that's done. Again, that's dim light, and this brush is, I think it's a Laura Mercier brush. I don't know what it's called, but it's nice and fluffy. And I'm gonna go in with blush. So I recently bought this palette. This is the NARS Exposed palette, I believe. Exposed, yep. And I really, really like it. They're super natural blushes. I've seen the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, and again, they're really expensive, and there's not too much color variation. A lot of like so she has these blushes that have like a swirl and a pop, so it's like, it looks like an outer ring of one color and there's like a center ring of different color. And oftentimes like one of those colors feels like it would work for me, and the other color is like it wouldn't show up at all. So this just makes more sense to me. It's more like economical. There's so many colors, and you can just like swish and pop with a palette rather than having to get her special blushes. These are so hard to open. Ah, there we go. So this is the NARS Exposed palette. It's brand spanking new. I got it during the Sephora sale. It's gorgeous, super duper pretty. Love the colors. And I like that you can kind of create some like bronzing, like cheek stuff with all the different colors while also having a pop. So I'm gonna go in for this one first and kind of like go into my contour where it was. I just add some like warmth there. Just gonna. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with these two center guys and I'm mixing them together. Swish them around. Try to add that more to the apples. And these blushes are such gorgeous like texture. They're so pretty. Okay. Maybe I overdid it on that side. I might just like, when in doubt, just do one of those and you're good to go. Okay, cool. So here we are. Face, skin, and that is largely done at this point. I am next going to show you her eyeliner. So this is the Kohl Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil in Barbarella Brown. I recently have been transitioning away from doing like a really intense, dense wing to more like brushing into my lash line, a softer color. Again, this is going to be hard to do in a camera, but I'm going to try my very best. So I just kind of take it along my lash line, just gently kind of rub the color in. That did not work, did it? Good enough. And I'm going to take an angled brush. This is a Sephora like precision liner brush. And I'm just going to work it into my lash line here. So this is really nice because it does set down to like where it doesn't move, but it's soft enough that you can work with it for a little bit. So, whoops, that's the wrong product. Ooh. Same with the other side. That's the wrong side of the pencil. Again, working it into the lash line here. I also find this is a really nice liner to like smoke out your eyes too. I'm also going to take whatever's left of the brush and just work it into my lower lash line, just for extra definition. I know it looks painful, but it's not. All right. Okay, so the eyes are now sort of done. I do have it's not really an eyeshadow, but it's Eyes to Mesmerize in the color Mona Lisa. This thing has lasted me for a really long time because I don't use it very often. But I'll put it on just to show you. First I'll swatch it for you. So looks like that. It's beautiful. It's got like a glow kind of. It's metallic-y, but it's also not like metallic. And it does sheer down, so you can wear it on like more of a daily basis. I think I'm typically don't wear eyeshadow all that often, but I will just show you. what it looks like. It's pretty, and it's pretty like neutral. So it works. It's like a little glossiness. Okay. Again, that was in the color Mona Lisa. What next? So let's say moving on to eyebrows. I recently got I used to use Hourglass, but I got this brow lift pencil. It's a 3-way shape tool in the color Naomi. And it's nice because it has your pencil on one side, a brush on the other, and then in between, it has a little highlighter which goes underneath your eyebrows to help shape and lift them, which actually I didn't think I was going to use, but I really, really like it. So I will show you the whole dealio as we go. So I'm just going to go in. My eyebrows are already pretty full, and so I don't need to add too much, just kind of in some little bitty spots and like add the shape. Again, it's like not a ton of product, so if you did this often, it might add up. I think it's really nice though. All right, I'm gonna take this little brush, kind of blend it all in. So speaking of products that I got and returned, I actually did get her eyebrow gel, and I returned it because my eyebrows looked crazy when I used that. It was just like so dense that it just, I tried it with the pencil, tried it without the pencil. It was just like so dense and it felt really waxy and I just did not like it at all. I exchanged that for a different gel, and I'll show you that in a second. It's not Charlotte Tilbury. So now that I've drawn and brushed, I'm going to use a little highlight here just to kind of help lift. So I'll show you what that's like. So it kind of just goes under. And I think it really does help definition. First I thought it was a bit gimmicky, but then I liked it. So my opinion changed. Okay. So there we are. Last thing I'm going to show, this is the eyebrow gel I was talking about. I got the Anastasia clear gel, and I feel like it does add definition. They don't feel crunchy, they don't feel waxy after, but it does help keep them, especially if you have long hairs like I do, it keeps them nice and kind of where they're supposed to be rather than straying away in whatever direction. So that's really nice. It has a bit of a smell, chemically smell, but it fades away quickly. All right, finally lips. So I have Charlotte Tilbury's colors in Pillow Talk. Initially thought it would be too light for me, but it works out very nicely. This is the little reshape and resize lip liner. It's called Lip Cheat. Again, the color is Pillow Talk. Really like it. And I have lipstick too in Pillow Talk. And I do find that I can't actually really lip cheat with this. I have to go, if I want to make my lips look bigger, I have to go dark liner to overline, and then I use it on top. So I'm going to try and show this to you. I've only recently started doing it, so hopefully it works out. So if I'm going to overline, I will go do that with a dark pencil. Okay, this looks a little bit crazy right now. All right, yes, I look like I'm from the 90s right now. It's very cute. So now I'm going to go over this and blend up with this Pillow Talk. I do find it like a very natural color. It really blends nicely into darker skin. We definitely need a transition color a little bit. So I guess it is a lip cheat effectively. It's just that you need a little bit of assistance with other colors to help with that. So I line and I also kind of take the color in a bit because it has good staying power and it's pretty. And then I will take my Pillow Talk lipstick and so that's sort of the look. I might add like a bit of a gloss after, like blot a bit, but here we have it. This is like almost a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. Super natural, really pretty, glowy, like your skin but better, your face but a little better. That's kind of a weird thing. She has other products that I still want to try. Her highlighters look really beautiful. More lipsticks I want to try from hers to get a sense of colors, but this, I mean, is like a really good nude. You know, I'm always on the look for a good nude, and this totally works. So yeah, that's my Charlotte Tilbury spiel. Oh, I guess I should put mascara on. To finish the look, I haven't tried her mascaras. I haven't heard the best things about her mascaras. This is a Dior primer, which I love. Yeah, I haven't heard great things about her mascaras though. So if anyone has experience with it and has had a different experience, let me know. Or even if you've had a consistent experience, it'd be good to kind of corroborate that that's accurate. All right, there we go. Finished look, kind of. So if anybody else has experience with Charlotte Tilbury and has products that they really think I should try, or has a whole different line that's similar to hers but maybe like cheaper, please let me know. I'm always loving to hear these things. That was not proper English, which is a good sign that I should sign off. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff if you want to. I'm going to try to be putting out videos more consistently because I do really love doing it. And I'm sorry that it's taken me so long, but honestly, your messages, I also have an Instagram account, and all your messages on Instagram and on YouTube saying like, come back to more videos, like I hear them, I'm here, I'm gonna do it. And I really love the support, so thank you so much. I need to get better practice at like looking here more than here. So I'm gonna keep working on that. All right, thanks so much guys. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week ahead, and you'll be hearing more from me. Take care, bye-bye.